Greetings all. Today is the 13th of July, 2024, and you can never have too many guitars. That was a present from my brother and my sister-in-law. They know me. Yeah, lately I guess I am planning perhaps here to take some travel to North Carolina and visit with an old friend of mine that, well, we've known each other since we were teenagers and traveled many miles together, played a lot of music, and so, well, Rick's an outstanding picker on guitars and banjos, his teacher and so on, but, well, I have been slacking, man, I haven't been playing hardly at all. When my buddy Jimmy came by here about, 5 months ago or so, we did a little picking, did a little playing. Jimmy's a drummer, but, it's getting to the point that most of the people I played with years ago, they're all gone now. Yeah, and Jim's still here, and so's Rick. But, well, Rick said to have his thumb cabled, I guess. He busted that thing up good picking banjos. And, well, Jimmy, he's developing Alzheimer's. Yeah, he still remembers his songs, he remembers how to play the drums, and he still remembers who the heck I am. So, but he's starting to go away. That's almost worse than losing him, They're still standing there, but they don't know who the heck you are. Well, so with that thought in mind about a few friends still here on Earth, tomorrow be my 73rd birthday. Yeah, I guess what in European and Hebrew mythology, 3s and 7s are mystical numbers, lucky numbers. They add up, 3 and 7 add up to 10, and we all know what a 10 is. Yeah, you're looking at it. Here it is. So it's happening. Now, I suppose I haven't always lived in such a careful and organic lifestyle as when I was younger. Most of my friends figured I'd be dead by the time I hit 30. Yeah, well, they're gone now. They never saw that happen. I'm still here. So I start thinking that, because maybe tomorrow I get people coming and we're gonna go out to lunch, do the Hilo Burger joint there in town, and I got 7 people reserved for my birthday. That's more people than I've seen around for a while. On a birthday, so I guess I should be thankful that there are still people willing to show up to help me celebrate my birthday. Here comes Gracie. She's always willing to celebrate, but yeah. Hey, Gracie. Hi. Gracie, can you say hello to everybody? Well, there, Gracie. Hey. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're a good girl, huh? That my good kitty? Yeah, she's been over here sitting behind my chair the whole time, just waiting. Says, when's Bill gonna get done with that video? All right. There's a whole lot of ways a person can approach living. Yeah, I often run across a lot of people that tend to live in a state of blame. Yes. Oh, my parents ruined me. I've spent the rest of my life neurotic because of what my father did, and so on and so forth. Blaming others for the situation that they're in. But fact of the matter is, man, Your thoughts are your reality. And so whatever it is you figure is probably real here is most likely what you're going to experience. Yeah, it's that way. And so when you're blaming others and pointing outside yourself, for everything that comes down, you got to point at yourself, because you're the one doing the observing, okay? The I here, which your ego state actually is a non-state. It doesn't really exist. It's a collection of thoughts and ideas you piled together, and your brain has responded to them, and, well, it creates situations with emotions and things when stuff happens, but, well, the longer I live, the more I realize that my ego state, my ape brain, the meat guy here is just a collection of stuff. That's all it is. Yeah, it's just a collection of stuff. I still sometimes get my ego riled up, people start poking at me, but I realize that's not the reality of my situation. So I find myself figuring that being thankful for what you got is probably a whole lot better state of mind to live in for your personal health than being angry and blaming everything around you. Yeah, it's kind of hard on your stomach blaming. So I figured that out a while ago. Doesn't really matter whether there's anybody out there to thank for what's going on or not. That's irrelevant. It's the state of mind. It's the state of being that you live in when you say, boy, I sure am glad that I got my buddy Gracie here. I don't have to live all alone because I got a cat. Yeah, no, I sure am glad that I still have a few of my friends that I've known since I was a child. Yeah, I still have a few of them. They are still alive. But, well, long time ago, when I was a young man, the gypsy told me, she looked at my palm, and the woman whistled, bad bedside manner. She says, man, she says, you got the longest lifeline I have ever seen on anybody. You're going to outlive everybody that you ever knew and loved. I go, oh, that's great. Thanks a lot, lady. I'm going to see the gypsy next time I need some advice. I'll tell you that. Well, it turns out later on, out of curiosity, I bothered to teach myself palmistry and found out that, what the woman said to me was correct according to the way people read lines on hands. Well, that baby goes on forever and wraps around. Yeah. I'm 73, but I tell you, I don't feel anywhere near the end. No. So many of my friends are gone, and my family's gone, but no. I don't feel anywhere near the end. It's going to take a gas truck out of control or something to finish this works off for now. Yeah, so I figured that a state of being thankful is probably a whole lot easier to live in than one of blame. And, well, I'm thankful for the fact that I have new friends too. Yeah, they're younger people that I've become associated with. A lot of that had to do with the channel. Perhaps if it hadn't been for the YouTube channel, I wouldn't have, met new friends. It's not that easy to, make friends when you get old. It's much easier when you're younger. But we're going to have 6 other people at the table on my birthday, so I won't be alone. And if they'd let Gracie in, there'd be one more, but they don't let cats in restaurants. So, yeah, I'm grateful for that. I don't have to sit around in the dark with a candle going, I'm 73 years old. A little bit of a celebration there. So, yeah, there are some good things about living long. And honestly, it's questionable as far as whether all this, live a long life, and all that stuff. Now, I'm well into being healthy, okay? Yeah, being sick and suffering really sucks, So I like being healthy, but as far as how long I'm healthy, before it ends, it really didn't matter. For me, having seen so many of my friends and stuff pass away already, I realized that, hey, I'm lucky, been here this much longer. I got nothing to lose anymore. Yeah, it gets to the point where death doesn't really have any power. I sit and talk to it every morning. It has no power over me because I don't care whether I'm still alive or dead. And this has nothing to do with depression or anything. It just has to do with the fact that I figure I'm lucky. I've been around this long. I've had my fun. Come to an end any moment now, and it's not going to bother me. Now, sometimes I think that, there'll be people out there, Ellen, my sons, my cat, and, probably the cat. As the rest of them, once they come to, they'll figure out, boy, am I glad that guy's gone. Yeah, it'll take them a little while, maybe, but they'll get down to it. I don't have to worry about me anymore once it finally happens, but pretty good chance they won't get that opportunity if things continue the way they have. I'll be around here a while. Yeah, there are things that do improve with age. The word wisdom. I understand a lot of things now that I had no clue when I was younger. Gradually, slowly, little by little, the reality of the world comes into focus for me. This happens over time. Your experience, allows you to see deeper and into life and get a bigger picture. Yeah, so that's cool. That's cool. I'm happy and thankful for the fact that I bothered when I was younger to invest in companies, because those investments now have made my retirement years so comfortable. I don't have any debts. I'm so thankful for that. I think most of you have debts, and you know what I'm talking about. Can you imagine the freedom of not having that hanging over you? It's my case. I am very happy about it. Yeah, and it happened, there's a number of reasons, but some of it's synchronistic, but then again, a whole lot of it just had to do with being smart, But I guess listening to so many of my employees being frightened to death of investing and saving money for the future probably is what convinced me that I better darn well do it. Yeah, seeing so much opposition to the idea, I grew to realize that it's really important. We really need to do it, and I am so glad I did. Yeah, no debts, we own everything. There's probably no way I can ever possibly spend the money from my investments while I'm alive. It's going to end up in somebody else's pocket eventually. Yeah, excess accumulation, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I can spend it. Maybe I can start taking vacations all over the place. I still want to go to New Zealand. I guess that'd be a little expensive. Yeah, happy about that. Really happy about my own situation. I've grubbed and wore my fingers to the bone and so on most of my life. Finally getting to a point where I can just kind of lay back and go, ain't life good? Yeah, this is where it's at. So I'm happy about that. It's possible that, there's a lot of us that never reach that point. That's right. A lot of us just drop dead right there at the punch press, working our butt off. I know a lot of people that way. Yeah, I know a lot of people. I'm happy about as time goes on, and as we gain wisdom, it dispels illusion. Man, I lived under such illusions as a younger man. I was following around my authority figures in my life and so on, and trusting them to believe that what they were telling me was real. And well, come to find out that most of what you're taught is a load of garbage. Yeah, and that it's necessary to define reality in the world in your own terms and take no secondhand information about what's coming down out here, because if you do, you're just being used by somebody. Yeah. Yep, I'm so happy about that too. Is that things here are a lot clearer than they used to be. Wow. Cut through all the garbage, and all of a sudden you realize, wow. And dispelling illusion, again, brings more freedom. I don't have weight on my back like a lot of people do, because I don't have a lot of false belief. I don't have any belief. And beliefs will drive you. You believe in that you're real. You believe in that the ego brain is actually you, and there's this pressure to keep things kind of contained. We pretty much fight with ourselves, I guess, most of our lives. Well, I don't struggle against myself very much at all anymore. Not much. Nope. Yeah, I see a lot of folks out there that they have this whole self-improvement thing, Yeah, I've seen this my whole life. I want to make myself better. I want to get over my neuroses, I want to become a better person. Blah, 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 blah. Well, it must be awful. Trying to spend a whole life trying to fix something that isn't broken. Yeah. Because the state of reality that you focus on, that is your ego, your ape brain, it isn't even there. And it is the one that will do the fixing. Okay, so this is a real vicious circle. You got the Robros here, a snake that eats its tail. It's the one that will do the fixing doesn't even exist, and what they're trying to fix isn't happening. Yeah, yet we spend our whole lives in this whole self-improvement thing, it gets, and a lot of it becomes like religion and belief for people. I hear it all the time, whether I'm talking about a certain kind of food that somebody finds, is, oh no, don't eat that, it'll kill you, Right, well, see, I don't have any of that stuff. I have the freedom to do whatever it is that I darn well please. Yeah, I have limitations I'll impose on myself, but there's nothing here that's religion. See, yeah, there's nothing that I can't do. There are things I had better not do. There's stuff I'd be better if I avoided it. Yeah, by now I kind of figured out what hurts, and it fires hot and so on. But yeah, but I don't have a prison that's my own mind that I live inside of. That is, so many of us have secondary information that built cell walls around our lives that you can only stay within these parameters, because who said so? I don't know. Something, someone, some cult, some religion, some political leader, some whatever, anything. It's all hypothetical. Nobody knows what's going on here, and the only way there's freedom in life is to understand that. Yeah. Freedom says nobody knows what's going on. Enjoy it, though. counting time. I'll be 73 tomorrow. Things are okay. Yeah. It's worth living that long, I guess. It took me this long to figure things out so that I'm in the situation I'm in. If I hadn't lived this long, I never would have realized you could live like this. That's true. Yeah, I struggled and struggled and struggled before I finally figured out I'd stop struggling. Yeah, that's when I stopped making problems for myself. Realized my problems were all ghosts. They were self-generated. Yeah, once I stopped making problems for myself, life got pretty good. I'm digging it. It's okay. Yeah, I'll let it go any minute. I ain't fighting it, but I like it while it's here. Hang loose. Aloha.